Hello, it's Dr. Dirk, and I had a very good question come in, and it was, Doc, what is your wellness routine? And I thought this would be a very good opportunity to cut a little video together for you and walk you through some of my regular regimen of what I do for my wellness routine and explain some of the reasoning behind that. Now, it's very important for you to note that this is my wellness routine. This is not going to be your wellness routine. And that needs to be something very specific for you, but maybe you can get a few ideas from this and apply it in your own life in any way that you see fit. So the first item on my wellness routine is chiropractic. The principle of chiropractic, the vitalism, philosophy, innate intelligence, these are concepts that completely changed my life and changed my outlook on how health and healing and just all function happens in the body. And I've got a lot of videos on that, so if that's something that doesn't make sense for you, it's something that I would really recommend checking out. And also the adjustment of my spine and nervous system to keep everything functioning correctly. I have quite a regular routine of physical care for my body. It's going to start off with getting enough sleep at night, 6 to 7 hours at least, and I'm typically taking an hour nap at some point during the day. And it's very rare that I don't get my nap in. I think that all the greatest genius minds of all time incorporated naps into their life, so naturally I have to do the same. I'm going to be drinking plenty of water throughout the day. I generally want to drink water until I take a nice clear pee, hopefully by lunchtime or before that. And the amount of fluid ounces for me is it's going to be about half of your body weight in whatever that is. Take your body weight, divide it by 2, and that's going to be an approximation of what will get you quite hydrated. 80 ounces for me in a day is going to be plenty. And then diet. So what you stick into your body in the form of nutrition and diet is the fuel that your body needs to do all of its functioning. So you're not going to stick Kool-Aid into your Ferrari's gas tank. Why are you taking Kool-Aid and sticking it into your body and thinking that it's doing something for you? I'm going to be shopping and sticking mostly to organic, and I'm eating clean probably 90% or more of the time. And I find that if I'm not doing that, it's going to cause myself a lot of just very achy joints and muscles, and I don't like living my life like that because I'm very active. So I want things, yes, I want to feel good. I don't want symptoms, but I want the feel good to come from me actually functioning correctly, not just treating symptoms. How many times have you heard me say that to you already in the office? The rest of my routine as far as physical care of myself is going to include daily stretching. I'm always taking time to try and break the patterns of the day that my body gets stuck into as far as having repetitive work and repetitive lifestyle in a lot of ways, like most of us adults. So stretching, foam rolling, I'm going to be doing massage at least once a month. I'm doing a yoga class several times during the month as well. I like exercise classes and yoga classes because it's going to force you to do the things that you're just not going to do when you're at home doing a stretching routine. So I really like it for that. I like the community for that as well. I incorporate the sauna and steam room into my daily routine. This is a sanctuary for me. Any day that I'm not at the office, that's a day that I'm going to be spending 30 to 40 up to 60 minutes in the sauna, and probably about 25 to 30 minutes if it's a steam room day. And I just like the relaxation for my body and my mind, and just like to sweat the toxins out. It's very, very therapeutic for my mental state. I'm going to be using a Theragun on a regular basis. Theragun is just a vibratory massage gun. It's very high quality, holds a charge for a long time. I have one sitting right underneath my coffee table that I'm going to pull out and use on a daily basis. It's a way to break up any scar tissue that might be developing, or any adhesions in the musculature or ligamentous structure of my body. I don't want that compiling with interest as time goes on. I want to take care of that as soon as I possibly can. For my regular exercise, my main form of exercise is chiropractic adjusting. I'm adjusting dozens and dozens of people every day that I'm in the office. It's great exercise, it's pretty repetitive, and I feel quite fatigued in the musculature. Not mentally, but more in the musculature at the end of every day. So chiropractic adjusting is my main form of exercise. Now I'd recommend if anybody wants a job that keeps you in great shape, become a chiropractor, learn how to adjust, learn how to love and care for patients, and adjust a lot of people every day. Kite surfing is my main sport. I love kite surfing. It's kind of like adjusting in a way that when you are there, that's the only thing your brain and your mind can be focused on. You can't be thinking about any other problems or stresses in your life when you're skimming across the water, working with the waves and the wind to stay afloat and to participate in this sport. And I can take it all over the world. I call it kitecation, where you can kite surf at many different beautiful locations. I really love kite surfing. It keeps you in great shape. It's exercise. You'll be sore all the way down to your fingertips at the end of a good session. And of course, I'm going to be doing some weights, going more for high repetition, low weight these days each year that goes by, that's just a little bit easier on my muscles and joints to stay strong and to stay in good shape. I also have a mental and spiritual routine that I stick to. I'm going to be in the scriptures most days. I do that primarily with audiobook of the Bible, and I do a lot of philosophical audio as well that I listen to, mentors of present and past, and a lot of business development books I'm into as well. I have a breathing routine that I am taking myself through just to try and clear my mind and to clear any energy that needs to be just let out and let go, so that I can be clear to do what I need to do that day, whether it's when I'm in the office taking care of patients or I'm doing other tasks or interacting with other people. A huge part of my wellness routine is just trying to be creative. I feel like I have a lot of ideas that flow right to me, and I don't think I'm unique in that. I think that we all have ideas that flow to us, and I think that we need to capture those ideas and take action on them as soon as possible. It might be a project that you can take care of accomplishing today, or it might be something that's a very long-term project, but it's going to take a lot of preparation and planning to accomplish this. So I like being creative. I like working with my hands. I do a lot of woodworking. I have done a lot of leather work in the past, and I like making music. I like creating music. I like playing in my band. I've got awesome bandmates that I love spending time with, and just being able to utilize our talents to put it all together to create something that's entertaining for a crowd, but I can tell you it's way more fun for us being on stage doing that. I love creating videos. I love editing. I love trying to capture good sound and put this all together in something that might be interesting for somebody else. It's quite challenging in the end, and in the end I have absolutely no idea who's watching this or what they got out of it, but if I don't do this and put it out there, then it's just gonna kind of get balled up on the inside and never really gets released out of there. With any creative idea, I think you just have to put the time in to make sure you did the best you can, put it out there and move on. And last but not least, travel is a huge part of a wellness routine for me, whether it's just taking a canoeing, kayaking trip and going fishing with some of my close friends and brothers and cousins, or if it's going to see a different place on the planet. And this is probably the thing that I need to improve upon the most, because I don't really take that much time off in recent years, and it's something I really need to do because I love what I do. And when you love what you do, it doesn't seem like work. But my dedication to myself and to all of you is to take more time off. That way you'll miss me more and you'll appreciate me more, and I'll appreciate you more when we see each other. So I hope this was helpful. I hope maybe you got 1 or 2 good points out of this so you can see how I approach this in my thought process. And I'd love to hear feedback from you. Maybe some ideas that resonated with you, or some things that you incorporate that might resonate with me and I can incorporate into my life. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.